Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Group 4 and we will present our analysis of an article using Ventec's critical discourse studies approach. Our research explores how the World Health Organization is represented in Indonesian news discourse during the COVID-19 pandemic, focusing on its hegemony and authority. We analyzed how news reports frame whose role and influence, especially regarding its stance and standards in handling the pandemic. This study uses Ventec's framework, examining web reports from Antara.com, CNBC Indonesia, Detik.com, Kompas.com, and MediaIndonesia.com, selected for their credibility and influence. The purpose of this presentation is to report our findings on article data analysis steps using Ventec's approach based on the study titled Hegemony and Authority in Health, the World Health Organization in Indonesia Online News Coverage on the COVID-19 Pandemic.
Now let's move on to the key concepts of a Van Dijk's model. Firstly, we have importance of context. So this course is not just about linguistic structures, but is also set in the social, historical, and situational context. Context includes factors such as time, place, social roles, relationships, and prior knowledge that influence how discourse is initiated. Second, we have discourse structure. So Van Dijk classifies three structures or levels. First, we have macrostructure. It is a discourse which can be observed by seeing the topic without analyzing a word, a sentence, a proposition, or a paraphrase. Second, we have superstructure. It is about how the structure and element are arranged on the text entirely. Schematic becomes the most important element and included in the superstructure. It describes a general form of text and is arranged by general categories like introduction, content, problem limitation, and conclusion. The third one is microstructure. It is a discourse which can be observed by analyzing a word, a sentence, a proposition, and a paraphrase, which are used, and semantics, syntaxes, stylistic, and rhetoric are included in it. The last key concept is relationship between language and power. Power is often enacted through discourse in subtle ways, such as through media, education, and politics. The strategies commonly involve positive self-representation by the dominant group that use negative other representation against the other groups.
Okay, next, we talk about step-by-step data analysis process. Step 1, data collection. The data was collected through textual analysis of 5 widely accessed news reports in Indonesia, published in January 2022, discussing the COVID-19 pandemic. The search was conducted in early 2022 using a Google with keywords such as WHO, COVID-19, and vaccine. Step 2, contextual analysis. First, social context. This study highlighted how Indonesian media reinforced WHO's hegemony by portraying it as the highest authority in pandemic management. Number 2, cultural context. The media tend to follow WHO's narrative, reflecting a cultural reliance on global health authorities. Number 3, historical context. The COVID-19 pandemic marked a historical turning point in global health governance. Thus, in WHO's shaped by its past roles in handling pandemic like SARS.
The next step is step 3, discourses analyzed. Indonesian media frame WHO as the key in the pandemic issue and respond by highlighting its statement in the news. And next is step 4, ideological analysis. Ideological analysis, there are two ideology. First is ideologies in microstructure. In this study, the main ideology identified as the hegemony of WHO in shaping public perception of COVID-19 and pandemic. And next is ideologies in microstructure. There are two. First is demonization, who is consistently placed as the theme in statement, and second is transitivity. The study found that who is often given the role of the sayer. Step is interpretation of finding. There are three: language, power, and social change. We can say that for these three, linguistic structure enforces who's dominance in health discourse.
Now let's move on to the final summary of the analysis. Using a method called critical discourse analysis, this study analyzed how Indonesian news media depicted the host authority during the COVID-19 pandemic. The results showed that the WHO was often portrayed as the main actor, the central topic, and the most influential power in COVID-19 related news, which consequently reinforced and maintained the host's power and authority. And the last point is about reflection on the effectiveness of Van Dijk's approach in analyzing data and its implications for future research. Van Dijk's critical discourse analysis effectively analyzes how the who is portrayed and in the media by examining language within its social context. CDA reveals hidden power dynamics, and future research could explore the real-world impact of this power imbalance on access and influence. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.